Gentlemen, hello, how you doing out there? Thanks for watching my video. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, this video here, the topic is narcissists are bad investments but are good investors. And what do I mean by that? I'm glad you asked. First, we're gonna start off how narcissists are a bad investment. Narcissists are bad investments because you are not going to get as close to much as what you put into them out of them. The narcissist is a bad investment because you don't get nothing in return. And whatever you get in return from the narcissist is pennies on the dollar. Yes, most of you already know this. Like, you're gonna get pennies on the dollar with the narcissist. The narcissists are never gonna give you more than what you give them. And even if you give them a lot, they are still only gonna give you a little bit, which are pennies on the dollar. The narcissists don't believe in equality. Like, they trick you and make you believe that and fool you and need you to believe that. But they don't believe that. They don't believe in that. They don't believe in, and they are they have a double standard mind. What the narcissist is all about them is not about giving, it's all about taking and receiving. And these are the reason why narcissists are bad investments. Narcissists are bad investments because what you put into them don't matter. What you do for them is, for one, not appreciated. For two, what you do for them, to them, you should be doing anyway. For three, the narcissist has a sense of entitlement. For four, the narcissists feel like they're better than everybody. For five, the narcissists feel like everybody in the world owes them. For seven, the narcissist is empty, and you can't get out of a person what they don't have in them. Narcissists are bad investments because they are really con artists. Narcissists fool you to think that they are good investments, and they put you on a pedestal when they love bomb you in the beginning that they see you as a good investment, which they know you are, and that you really are a good investment. If you wasn't, they wouldn't even give you the time of day because you would be not value to them, because you wouldn't be a good investment. So they will have no use for you because they wouldn't be able to get anything out of you for the little that they will give you, for the whole lot that they expect to get from you. So they won't even be bothered with you on that level. Narcissists believe in getting and not giving. So this is a big major reason that the narcissist is a bad investment. The narcissists believe in giving, and they don't believe in the narcissists don't believe in giving. They believe in taking and receiving, and they think that they should have everything they want, and they think that you owe them and you should give it to them. And if you're not going to give it to them, they will try to manipulate you to get it out of you. They will try to threaten you, force you to give it to them. They will try to blackmail you to get what they believe they deserve from you, and keep you in line to keep supplying them what they want. And narcissists got to have their narcissistic supply, and they need it, and it's how they live. They can't live without their narcissist supply. Narcissists are bad investments because whatever you put into them, narcissists keep taking and taking and taking from you. The narcissist doesn't take a break from taking from you. They just keep taking from you, and then they don't reciprocate. They just keep taking and taking and taking. The narcissists don't believe in reciprocity. They just keep taking and don't give. And you are drained out. You don't. It's a bad investment once you keep putting stuff in it and then you don't get nothing out of it, and there's no return. And the return, if it is a return, the return is in the red. It's a negative, So you have no wins with the narcissist. because the narcissist is never going to give you what the narcissist is never going to give you a fair chance as being an investor. It's already rigged. They are, and this is why they also are con artists, because from the gate, they already have plans and already know that they are fooling you and conning you to believe that they are good investments and for you to invest in them, because they're gonna, and that's another thing what they do with the love bombing, to get you to believe that they are a good investment. So they make you believe that so you can go full-fledged in and just invest your all into them, because the narcissist needs your all, and even then that's not good enough for them, which also makes them a bad investment, because you're going to keep dumping yourself into them, and it's still never enough. So you're always going to be drained, like, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be empty to the point you can't even give no more, and then from there you just bankrupt. And then you're not going to, once you bankrupt, they're not going to give you anything. They're not going to give you anything in return from you being bankrupt of investing in them. And you can't file that on your tax return, because they're going to tell you, well, like I said, they're entitled. So once they bankrupt you and you go to them like, hey, I invested, all my money, and I'm bankrupt now. Can I get some type of return, some type of interest? The narcissist is looking at you like, a tax return? No, you're not getting that. Why are you not getting the tax return? Because it wasn't from the gate. It wasn't for you to get anything in return anyway. And if you was going to get something in return, it was going to be pennies on the dollar. So if you invested $1 million into the narcissist, they might give you $100 back. What is that? You can keep that $100. I just wasted $1 million and went bankrupt. I have zero. And you can't get a tax return from you going bankrupt from the narcissist, because the narcissist is an illegal investment. You remember? They are con artists. So it's not legal anyway. A con artist is illegal to be. They are con artists, so you can't get no tax return for them. You can't even file that. Like, you have no wins with the narcissist. It's already set up for you to lose. The narcissist is a bad investment. So when you go and say, hey, can I get a tax return? They are like, no, you can't, because, you got a con. Yeah, you got a con. Yeah. And guess what? You're the idiot. You fell for it. It's not my fault. Like, you're an idiot. If you're an idiot, if you fell for it, then that's your fault. I mean, you shouldn't be an idiot. And so here we go. The reason, and this is why narcissists are good investors, are because narcissists understand investments. They play investments very well. Now, they are not good investments, but the narcissists are very well good investors. They know how to invest. And what's the number one rule? The first rule you need to know on Wall Street, what is that? The first number one rule you need to learn in Wall Street, that you need to know if you're going to be a successful investor. Ladies and gentlemen, you got it. Buy low, sell high. And the narcissist knows this and has this down to a T. This is what makes them good investors. Narcissists will invest in you and will invest a little. You think it's a lot, but it's really a little compared to what they get out of you. Narcissists, the love bombing at first, it seems like a lot, but from the beginning, like I told you, the narcissist is a con artist. They giving you what they're investing to you is counterfeit money. Yes, the narcissist the narcissist is investing in you. You are a good investment to the narcissist. Yes, you are a good investment. That's why the narcissist is dealing with you. A con artist is not gonna When you ever seen a con artist con or fool somebody who didn't really have what they had, when the con artist, you never heard of a con artist or seen a con artist con somebody who didn't have with the narcissist, I mean with the con artists one legitimately. Like the con artists are always getting what they want from the person they conning legit. Oh man. But anyway, y'all get what I'm saying. I'm not doing this over. Y'all get what I'm saying. So the narcissists are using counterfeit money. The love bombing and all this pedestal that they putting you on is counterfeit money, because the narcissists don't have no real love inside of them. It's all a game to them. You know, it's a joke to them. It's a game to them. They don't really even believe in real love. They just fake it and imitate it. They're conning you from the beginning. They already know who they are. They already know who you are. They already know you're the real deal. They're the fake deal. And they are coming to you from the beginning with counterfeit money. So what they're investing into you is not real. And in return, they're going to get real money from you. They're going to get the real, the real love, the real admiration, you know, the genuine, the authentic thing. And them, they are the fake thing. They are the counterfeit. And they're investing fake money into you. And then they're getting real money. They investing fake money into you. And then you're giving them real money in return. And they only investing in you pennies on the dollar, and you're giving them whole dollars. I mean, you're giving them whole dollars. I mean, constantly. And then here and there, they are investing pennies on the dollar in you. Narcissists are the best investors. Why is that? The number one rule on Wall Street: buy low, sell high. And that's what the narcissists do. Yup. Then the narcissists sell you. Yeah, they sell you. They get, you know what I'm saying? After they get that good amount of money they get out of you, and they done got all they could get out of you, they cash out on you. Yeah, they cash out on you. Yeah, they cash out on you. Like, oh, I done juiced this investment for everything. Now it's time to discard you. Then they cash out on you. And then that's it. Then they sell you high again. Then they sell you high or cash out on you. Then they go to another investment and invest somewhere where there's even more investment or just as much as investment. Then they wait for you to become they wait for you to become investable again. And when they feel like investing, when they feel like getting more money from investing from you, then they'll come back, and then they'll keep doing it over and over and over and over again. Narcissists are bad investments. Narcissists are good investors because they invest in good investments, which are you and us and we. They invest where they're gonna get money from, where it's guaranteed money. They don't invest to where they're not gonna get no money, or they're not sure. Narcissists know when they see good investments. They see it. They are genius at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, narcissists are the best investors on Wall Street. You know, they see a good investment and they got tunnel vision and they on it because they know they're gonna cash out on it, and it's just another investment added on to their collection. So whenever they first get the investment and juices for its worth, they cash out. And then once they cash out, then whenever they feel like it, getting more money from that investment, once it's back charged up to being, once it's back financially stable to be invested in again, then they come back whenever they feel like it for whatever reason and get more investments out of that, drain it, drain the investment, cash out, and then back to the new other investment over and over again. So don't be an investment for the narcissist. narcissists are good investors because they are not going to give more than what they get. This was make narcissists good investors because they already know that what they're going to give is little. They already know what they're going to give. They already know at this investment, which is you, that okay, they're going to put pennies on the dollar, give pennies on the dollars, and they already know from this investment from history, from analytics, and from the portfolio, and they already got the charts and everything already got this calculated and mathed out, that they know that this, you are for sure a good investment, and that once they throw a few pennies on the dollar in you, that they are going to get amounts of dollars in return. Just, I mean, bags of money just throwing at them. They love bombing you with pennies on the dollar, and you're hook, line, and sinker, and you're just, I mean, you just investing in everything into them. Like you're just jumping out of the window. I mean, they throwing pennies on the dollar at you. You throwing out $1,000. Then, week go by, time go by, $10,000. They just pennies on the dollar, throwing it at you, and they just wild, and they just amazed, like, wow, this is awesome. I mean, think about it. Think about you making an investment and you just throwing pennies on the dollar, throwing pennies in it, and then you turn around and look at the investment, then $1,000 came back. You like, I only threw 20 pennies in there. You mean $1,000 came back out of that? Oh man, it's like, it's wonderful, right? The best investment in the world. And that's what we are to narcissists. We are very good investments, and they are good investors, but they are bad investments, but they are good investors, and we are good investments. And as history shows itself, we are just being investments for the narcissists and good investments, and we end up taking a loss because once the narcissists see that they got all they can get out of investment, and they bankrupt, and the investment is no more, and once they supply and victim go bankrupt, and they just all out of, they drained out. The narcissist is the narcissist / investor is going out the door, cashed out, sold the investment, cashed out, or just cashed out, and they go on to the next, and then they'll come back around to see, they'll check on the analytics and everything, the portfolio, and they'll see and say, look at the charts and say, okay, that investment is ready again. Yup, and then they come right back around, and then they'll throw a couple pennies, and then that investment is happy it came back around again. Like, oh yes, come back, yes, okay. And they also promise the investor to invest in them, and they're gonna get this, but they are con artists, and they keep throwing pennies on the dollar, and we keep believing, okay, we're gonna get some money back. We're gonna get something back in return. I mean, surely we saying and believing that the narcissist has more than them pennies. They showed us that. So we're gonna keep throwing all these dollars in there, and eventually we're gonna get them. We're gonna get that money back in return. Like, so let's just be patient. They are good. They are a good investment right now. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. Sometimes you gotta just invest and then be patient, and that's how we / supply victims think. And we seen it, and we're gonna keep investing until they, we get that investment back, and we never get that investment back. We never. And sometimes they'll throw a dollar. You know what I'm saying? They'll throw a few green bills in there to keep us throwing, keep us investing, keep us as an investment. They'll keep throwing a green bill here and there just to keep us, because after all, we are a good investment. So they're always gonna quadruple their money when they're dealing with us. And that's my point of how narcissists are bad investments but good investors. And I didn't mean to make this video this long. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope I got to the point. Hope you understand it. Some words was a tongue twister for me, so and I wasn't doing this video over. So like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Everybody have a wonderful day and stay narcissistic free.